Good morning, everybody. No music right now. I'm gonna put some music on in a sec anyway, but I just turned the car on and I forgot to put music on, and I turned the camera on before that, so it is what it is. Ah, we're gonna go to the gym. We're gonna go test. We're gonna go to the gym, and we are gonna do test. You know, when I say test, well, once again, you know the deal by now. It's a push day, right? We're doing chest, triceps, shoulders. So I don't know with what I'm gonna start though, because once again it will depend with what is available. The other thing that I want to say, it is the 4th of June, 5th of June, something like that. Point is, it's June, and the weather is, well, the weather, right? And I remember when I was a kid, I used to wake up, and if it's June, if it was June, or July, or August, or even beginning of September, or the end of May, the weather was nice, right? Like, that's how it used to be. It used to be sunny. Yeah, some days it was a little bit colder than other days, but it wasn't like this. This is wintry weather. And I mean, look how I'm dressed, and this is not because I'm mad, it's just because that's what the weather deserves. You know, that's how you should dress for this weather. I don't know, man. I don't know what's gone wrong in the last couple of years with the weather, but it is what it is. For those of you who say global warming on the chat, let's move on. Right, so we are going to the gym. As I said, we're going to do our push day. And yeah, I don't know with what I'm going to begin. I know what I would like to begin with, but once again, that's not always available, is it? So we'll see. I might just do a push day on the bench like I did last time on the deload, because I could, right? It's definitely something that I could do, but we'll find out. I'll see you inside. So I'm not gonna lie, I was actually thinking of doing something else when I came here. Well, actually before I arrived here. But I don't know, I came here, I saw this machine and I was like, well, technically speaking, we haven't done this for a while. And now I wanna really go all out. But this is the first day of really going all out for chest after the deload. So this machine is nice and it's safe. And it's a machine. So there is less chance of injury because, well, the range of motion is, well, not the range, the direction of motion is fixed, if this makes sense. Because it's a machine, it can only go like this. It can't go like this. Do you know what I mean? Which can happen when you do free weights. But, yeah, that's alright. We're gonna give it our all here anyway, obviously. I did a warm-up, a couple of warm-ups obviously, but it felt heavy. I mean, I say it felt heavy, I do have 50 kilo aside, so that's 100. And if this is worth anything, that's on top. So it's not lightweight for chest anyway. But it's just the thing is, when you use machines, it's hard to say what's heavy and what's not heavy, because you can't compare machines to free weights. And especially on this one, this one technically now is on an incline. So this is incline pressing. Now the reason that I put this in an incline isn't because I want to do necessarily incline first things first. It's a good idea, but I don't know, it's not necessarily for that, it's because the range of motion. So if the bench is flat, this bit there obviously touches the metal bit faster, quicker, so there is less range of motion. So I stop around here, but I feel I want to go a lot deeper, which I can do if the bench is on an incline. So yeah, it's one of these. It's one of these things, right? So we're forced to do incline here, essentially. I've never put this bench flat. Well, I have in the beginning there. I didn't know that this bench could go up. So, you know, but now that I know that it can go up, ever since I found that out, it's always on an incline. So let's do the first set, see how many reps we can actually do. Bear in mind that this is 100 kilo, possibly plus. Single hand also, because these two are not connected by any means. Incline. So, you know, 100 kilo, possibly more. Quite good. Quite good for incline. It's like using dumbbells, but again, less balancing, you know? So if I do 10 reps here, 10, 12 reps here, it's like it's as if I'm doing 10 to 12 reps with dumbbells. 50 kilo dumbbell incline for 10 reps is good. It's good. You know, now that I think about it, it's good. So let's do this. Oh. Oh. That was a very, very fucking good set. What was that, 13? I think that was 13, which is really good. Okay, second exercise. Honestly, the second set of that pressing movement, although it was good, it was like 10 reps plus a partial versus 13 in the beginning. I don't know why it happens sometimes. Maybe I don't rest enough between sets, but I felt like I rested long enough in between sets. That's why I went. But sometimes you've got to remember that the amount of time that you rest has very little to do with how much you have actually recovered. Of course it contributes, but the thing is, there are other variables that you should be, other boxes that you should be ticking before you start the set, and time isn't necessarily in the top 3. So for me, the way that I know that I'm ready to go again is, one, I've caught my breath. So if I'm still huffing and puffing, it's not good. The simple answer to the why on this particular question is, this particular statement, I guess, would be that your cardio will become the limiting factor and not your muscle, if this makes sense. So you're gonna run out of breath before your muscle reaches failure, which is obviously a big no-no. Now, on exercises like this one, not really a problem, you know, but when you do squats, when you do deadlifts, when you do benching, when you do the heavy compound movements, when you do leg press, hack squats, whatever, you need to catch your breath before you go into the next set. Otherwise, your cardio is going to become the limiting factor. So that's number one. Number two, do your muscles feel ready to go? As in, is there still lactic acid? Are you cramping out? Or do you feel like you can start lifting the weight again? And number three, it's more of a mental thing. Do you feel mentally strong? Or do you feel that this set has taken everything out of you and you can't go yet because your nervous system is not going to be with you? Not 100%, right? So that's kind of like the 3 boxes that I like to tick. So if I'm being honest, I probably didn't tick one of those before I went to the other set, which is why I did 10 reps and not something closer to 13, in my opinion. Not that 10 reps is a bad amount of reps to do for that much weight, but I did 13 before. I know it was fresh and all that, but I did 13 before, so I should have at least done 11 in my opinion. Anyways, let's do this one now. So flies, I love flies. I always try to do them when I do chest. Any variation of flies is good. It just opens up those muscles, and I really like the way that feels. This particular one is actually an incline fly, so it really targets more of the upper chest because of the way that the machine is, right? So good stuff. If you have this or anything similar to it, do it. Otherwise, cable would do. You can take a bench, put it on an incline, and then have some cables coming from down up. It will really target the upper chest. So that's also a good alternative. It just takes a while to set up. You need a bench, you need the cables, you need to put them down, you need the right handles. It takes a while, right? But this one is just, it's ready. You just need to put a couple of plates and you're good to go. So let's go. That was not moving. 2 exercises remaining, so shoulders first, because let's just leave a little time for our triceps to regroup and recover, you know, before we hit them again. So we're gonna do delts first, because they're fine. And then, yeah, we'll go some triceps. I don't know what I'm gonna do for triceps. I might just do the usual stuff, to be honest, but we'll see. Hey, that was a good one. That was 35 kilo. Usually it's 30. So that was a good one. That was a legit good set. I don't know how many reps I did for skull crushers. I have no clue. I know it was failure. So I guess that's good enough. So, and then obviously we did a couple of extras, which is nice. It's super nice to have. I'm telling you, at the end of the set, if you are going to do pressing like I do, triceps are going to be the limiting factor. There's no way in hell that something else is going to fail you before the triceps go. So, I mean, maybe cardio, but I don't know, who runs out of breath on triceps? Like, of all things, you know, triceps are not that big of a muscle to create that much fatigue, you know? But yeah,
I'm gonna do one more set, but for you guys, this is gonna be it up. And I'm gonna see you. Well, tomorrow is rest day actually, which is nice because I do have some stuff to do. But day after, I'm gonna see you with legs. Ha ha ha! That's gonna be fun. Till then, peace, and I am out.